touch me, man, because I
Do I have to
understand.
touch this one? Do I have to
Yes,
go ahead?
you can touch it, but she's not a prisoner of war, man. She was in Russia with an illegal drug. If I go to Russia with some marijuana oil, I'm gonna get locked up too. She,
Chris.
it's no, man, no. I don't care about it. There's two things, man, that I don't get a lot of say on the show. There's two things I want to talk about. The first thing I
Please
want to talk about is
digress, my brother.
she's not a prisoner of war.
Okay.
Second thing I want to talk about is somebody posted this week, and I agree. Donald Trump would have had her out already.
I do agree with that. I do agree with that. I do agree with that. I got some shit about what I said about Donald Trump. Let me be clear about Donald Trump and Clarence Thomas. Let me be very clear about this. I
Because you got
totally
some shit on that. So
I got
be
some shit on
clear.
I got
Be
some shit
clear.
on Clarence Thomas and Donald Trump. But before I touch that, your point about Brittany Griner.
I gotta finish. You gotta let me finish.
Okay,
Though.
go ahead. I apologize. Go ahead, brother.
If you okay, what I'm saying is there are a lot of American detainees in Russia.
Okay.
Some of them are actual soldiers. Some of them are journalists who have been detained.
Right.
Those are what I would call really not prisoners of war, but for shit's sake, prisoners of war. People who were there, they were doing something, they had no business getting arrested, and they got arrested. Now, one of my biggest fears is going out of the country and getting arrested. Right?
Yeah.
You don't want to go out of the country with no cocaine, no marijuana, no what. You don't want to be caught up in no Mexican jail, no European jail, damn near no Russian jail. You don't want to get caught up in those places.
I
If
agree.
you get caught and you get caught in those places, it's not really the United States burden to say, let us get you out. Like, we're not gonna say, oh, let us get you out. But I think what's pushing this, man, I think there's a couple things pushing this. I think the fact that she is in the WNBA, and then I think the fact, and again, you might catch some shit. I think the fact that she's a gay woman. I think you got the LGBTQ, or I always get the acronym wrong. But you have that group, and they are pushing like get her out, and they're putting all this pressure on Joe. And Joe Biden, he don't need no more problems, man. I mean, it's too much shit going on with him. Now he done had to add this to the list. Oh, let me respond back to this letter that Brittany Griner wrote me from Russian jail where she got arrested because she had marijuana oil at the airport. And another thing, let's get to this later, but I want to touch on another thing, and that is how people say marijuana is not addictive. Man, people lose a lot of shit behind marijuana.
No, they they don't.
Yes,
Sigh.
they do,
Sigh.
man.
No,
They
I'm
do.
not gonna let you sit there and equate marijuana as a drug.
Okay, well, okay, let's skip back. Let's get to
Okay, then, because I'm
your
not gonna
Brittany
let you do
Griner.
that. I'm just because you can pass any piss test known to man, don't put it down on other people that just can't pass a piss test, bro. You know what I'm
Okay, I'm
saying?
just saying.
That's
I'm
why I
saying,
had
bro.
to quit. If you ask me, can I pass a piss test? No. But no, that doesn't make me a bad employee. But no,
Hey,
back to
Kodak
back to
Black, Lonzo Ball, James Harden, all them people that broke laws over in different countries, they was home in like 2 or 3 days. Trump make that call like, yo, what you doing? Send my boy to the crib. Hey
yeah.
man.
I think sometimes the message is missing through the messenger. For example, right? Um, I'm gonna be very careful what I'm saying here about Donald Trump. Be very careful, and I think this is his major appeal, that the people that votes for him and support him, his major appeal, why he's still strong. And it's the same thing that happened with George Bush and Ronald Reagan and those guys. This is their stance right here. America first. This is their stance. America first. Everything else is secondary. We don't we care about other human beings, but we have to make sure we're straight first, and then we'll help you. And one of the things that he kind of like lives by as a president or a public figure is, he like, yo, listen, um, we have to make sure our shit's in order. We have to stop giving all this money and doing all these things like that, whatever. But I agree with you. He would have Brittany home because that's what his thing was. Like, okay, we gotta get her home, regardless of whatever it is. We gotta get her home. And a lot of times, what people are misconstrued about him, he's down in the weeds, helping the common man more than a lot of past presidents. For example, with the criminal justice reform and all of that stuff like that, helping HBCUs and things of that nature. But I agree with you. He would have Brittany Griner home. I don't think what she did fits the crime. I don't know what her sentence is. I don't know if she's been sentenced. I don't know if she's how long she's planning on being over there. But I read the letter. I read the letter, and it was heartbreaking, bro. It was heartbreaking. But the problem I had with people saying, well, if it was LeBron James, he would be home. First of all, LeBron James wouldn't do no dumb shit like that.
And they wouldn't be flying commercial. But go ahead.
Well, I mean, I do want her to come home, bro. I think that the LGBTQ power kind of wanes at our borders. Like over there, they're like, man, we don't give a fuck who you are, what you like in your bedroom, man. Fuck that. That shit don't matter over there. You know what I'm saying?
See, and you just said something. You said it seems a little harsh. The thing is, we don't know Russian law. We have no idea. We know. Update. She just pled guilty. Pleading guilty is I guess required to do a prisoner swap. So that's the first stage in her being able to be swapped because she just pled guilty
Right.
last week.
Mhm.
I guess she decided not to go through with the trial, which they say is a 99. They got a 99% conviction rate, which is higher than the feds. That's a pretty high conviction rate.
Right.
And then they said even if you win, that the government has the ability to appeal the victory. So, which is unheard of. But that's the thing. We don't know Russian law. It's just like you in different states. DUIs are different in different states. Some states you might complete a DUI down to a involuntary. Involuntary movement or you know what I'm saying, something like that. Reckless driving. Some
Mhm.
states they're not gonna touch a DUI. Well, hell, now you're in a different country, and they may take marijuana use a little more serious than we do in the United States. But she been over there for so long.
Why are you
She
so
should,
ornery about this?
because I don't. It seems like impartial treatment for me. I don't know. I would like to know first before we decide to do this. Who else is sitting in jail in Russia? That's an American that wants to come home and it should rightfully be home because everybody's saying, "Oh, she should be home." Who else is sitting there that should be home? Are there any journalists left? Are there any military people left? Are there any pilots left that got caught up in something that wasn't illegal? That they just
Right.
got caught up in something. I would like to know that first. And if there is, and Joe Biden gets Brittany Griner out and leaves those people there, I have a problem with that.
First of all, I don't think Joe's gonna get his hands dirty in that shit. Joe got all kind of problems, man. I think that's more of a State Department type deal when they're gonna kind of appeal to the State Department and things like that. Like Russia and a lot of other countries similar to Russia, they don't have an extradition